Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and it's time for part 2 of the Monday Q&A. So let's do it. It is well known that beta agonists such as clenbuterol and albuterol can increase heart rate and body temperature, leading to increased fat loss. Would it be possible for a beta blocker to have the opposite effect? Now that is a very good question, and that's a good question for a lot of you out there who are personal trainers who have clients who may be on a beta blocker, because these are pretty commonly prescribed for medical issues. To answer the question, yes, but only in so much as things like clenbuterol will affect metabolism. We know that clenbuterol can increase metabolism up to about 6 to 8%. So if you think about it, someone with a 2,500 calorie maintenance, you're only talking about 200 calories or so. So you deal with something like a beta blocker. Now, I don't have any evidence of this. I've not seen data on this. I'm just using some basic extrapolations of it. Yeah, you might see a reduced liberation of fatty acids from the fat tissue. You might see a slight decrease in metabolism, but you're not going to see a 500 or 800 calorie difference in metabolism. It might be up to 100 or 200 calories. So you might have to adjust that person's maintenance just slightly based for that. They might have a very, very slightly slower metabolism as a result of it, but it's not going to prevent them from losing weight. It will just mean that their TDEE, it might be 100 or 200 calories different as a result of it. But yeah, it very well could affect it. All right, next question. Spine health. Is it necessary to do dead hangs from a bar after your training session to lengthen the spine because the cartilage between the spine bones gets compressed during heavy compounds like squats and deadlifts, and can lead to lower back pain? My physiology teacher told me this. Interestingly enough, I do these. I do hangs off the squat bar because I feel sometimes it relieves stress in my back. But the reality is, while these lifts do compress your spine decompresses when you're laying down. It decompresses when you're sleeping. And that compression is adaptive. It's not necessarily causing injury. You're strengthening it by compressing it. It's a type of stress that can actually strengthen and build up tissue over time. So it's not necessarily a bad thing, but yeah, it can be uncomfortable at times after you've squatted heavy. So sometimes I personally like to do that and just hang off of a chin-up bar afterwards, just to relieve some stress on my lower back after I squat. I don't do it all the time, but sometimes I feel that it helps if my lower back is cramping or a little bit after some heavy squatting. And there's certainly no harm in doing it. You're not going to hurt yourself by doing this. It's not going to injure you. So if it seems to relieve stress in your lower back after doing these heavy lifts, then by all means do so. So it falls into the category of one of those things that we don't know if it's really going to help or not. It may not help, but it's not going to hurt you, and it's not going to take much time out of your day. So give it a try and see how it works for you. All right, next question. Dear Jason, I have a rat swimming in my toilet bowl in my uni accommodations. It's not flushing away, so we tried to bait it with cheese, and now it keeps trying to climb out of the toilet bowl into our rooms. What would an alpha do? Well, I'm a little disappointed that you're trying to flush a live rat down the toilet. That's not cool, bro. But that aside, what I would do, go get you some really thick gloves. You should be able to find big, thick welder's gloves, or big like electrician's gloves. Get a pair of those on, reach in there, pull the rat out. He's not going to be able to bite through them. They're usually, most of those gloves like that will go up to mid-arms. You should be able to pick him up without him clawing you or biting you, carry him outside and let him go. Problem solved. So yeah, just some big, thick, heavy gloves and you're good to go. Now, failing that, if you don't have those, maybe grab a pair of pull nets and see if you can scoop him between the two of them and hold them together, and you'll have him netted in there, and do the same thing, take him outside. But the gloves are definitely more alpha. All right, guys, so that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it has been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.